Hi guys, I'm Kalila Reynolds and we're back with another episode of Money Moves brought to you in partnership with EXIM Bank's Business Advisory Service. Now you may have seen a video posted the other day by the private sector organization of Jamaica, PSOJ, and the Jamaica Bankers Association, JBA. That video went viral. It was literally everywhere. Even the Prime Minister retweeted it. And in it, these organizations promised to work much closer with small businesses so that they can get better access to capital. Here's a look.
Hey Jamaica, are you listening? Turn your sound on, turn your volumes up. We are going to change the way small business operate in Jamaica. We're going to make business easier for small business. For too long, it's been too hard to do business in Jamaica. It requires too much time and effort, even to just open a bank account. To get a loan, it requires so much effort and you still can't get the loan. We need to make a change in Jamaica. We need to make it easier for small businesses to really access banking services.
But Keith, it's been this way for a long time. How are things going to change?
That is why it's a team effort.
Hello everybody, I'm David Noel, CEO of Scotiabank and President of the Jamaica Bankers Association. And I want to say on behalf of Scotiabank and all the banks in Jamaica, we are ready to take on the challenge of changing our mindset so that we can be more focused and invested in the growth and success of small and medium-sized enterprises in Jamaica.
Well, today we're joined by the Vice President of the PSOJ, one of the stars of the video, Keith Duncan, as well as Managing Director of EXIM Bank, Lisa Bell. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Keith.
Hi, Kalila.
Okay, so this initiative actually starts with a workshop that takes place on Wednesday, July 3. Keith, tell me about the purpose of this workshop.
Well, the purpose of the workshop is really to bring all stakeholders to the table, the small and medium enterprises, the banks, microfinance, credit unions, the business development organizations, including EXIM, JBDC, Development Bank of Jamaica, all stakeholders to the table, working through 10 focus areas that we need to work through with small and medium enterprises, starting with the regulator environment, through small and medium, through awareness around what is available in the ecosystem, through working through credit adjudication, working through creating the product set for access to finance, because that's the focus, access to finance for small and medium enterprises. So it's 10 work streams that we'll be working through, and it will be workshop style. It will be actually launched by the Minister of Industry, Commerce and Fisheries, Audley Shaw, and we will have panel discussions. Lisa is on one of the panels, so we'll be engaging, but it's workshop, doing the hard work around the 10 focus areas to move the ecosystem. We have all the elements in place. Jamaica has a financial inclusion strategy, which has as a focus MSE access to finance. It has financial literacy. These are all elements we need to work on as a country. We're bringing all the stakeholders together and we're committing to do the work, the hard work, and it's over a 1-year period, a series of workshops. This is the kickoff workshop.
So Lisa, you're on one of the panels, the Access to Finance or Access to Capital panel. Tell me about what the objectives are of your panel.
Well, before we even talk about that, I really want to commend the PSOJ on this initiative because I think the timing is absolutely perfect. Given where we are in terms of the macroeconomy, this is the time to facilitate greater access to finance between this class of businesses that really have the potential to transform the country. And putting together the private sector, the public sector, regulatory, the whole ecosystem is really what is going to effect transformation.
Plus we'll have 80 SMEs, we'll have 10 working groups, working with each table, working with 10 SMEs at each table, working with the banks, the credit unions, the business development organizations, with designed workbooks, gaps, what are the deliverables, what can we change in 3 months, 6 months, greater than a year?
I love this.
You know what I mean? So that's exactly how we're going to do it. So we're not just going there to be a talk shop and everybody,
just going to use that
everybody
word.
make a big speech.
I was going to say
it's hard work, and we have pre-selected the SMEs and those who have in business who have had challenges with access to finance, and they're going to be working through the various solutions in the work stream
giving us feedback
with us, and they'll be the focus groups going forward. As the solutions are developed, we run it by them, we test it with them. Does that work for you? For example, There is factoring, and the DBJ is rolling out a reverse factoring platform. That's one of the products that small and medium enterprises use.
What's factoring?
Factoring is discounting of
Financing.
receivables. Lisa can explain that one good.
We spoke about that
because
last
she
week.
does it.
The truth is that there's so many products, and even you asked me about which panel I am on, and it's really working with the commercial banks to understand the needs of SMEs.
Yes.
And what needs to change in the credit adjudication. And credit adjudication is a big word to say, how do we decide who we lend to and how we structure the loan in an appropriate manner? Really to work through what are some of the challenges that SMEs face. EXIM meets with SMEs every day, all day. And we understand very realistically some of the things that they face in terms of cash flow, problems with cash flow, receivables financing, inventory financing. Those are real problems for our SME, and we need to work with the commercial banks, in fact with the whole ecosystem to understand the needs of SMEs and to structure products that meet their needs.
Globally, SMEs are funded by specific products.
Exactly.
In all markets. We haven't built out our product set to fund SMEs as yet. It's in the early stages. All we're doing is moving it along.
What types of products typically fund SMEs?
Factoring,
Receivables financing.
Yes.
You have cash flow.
Leases.
Right. Certain kinds of working capital financing. And it's all in the flexibility, you know.
Yes.
Remember, we have SMEs traditionally have problems with collateral.
Exactly.
So you have to determine what are appropriate forms of collateral that the financial institution can take. The SIPA has made a great difference in the ability to finance based on movable collateral, how you structure it.
The Securities Intellectual Property.
Security in Personal Property.
Personal Property Act, yes.
Yes, and then you have an electronic collateral registry where you can register your collateral. And the infrastructure has been put in place. The BOJ changed the guidelines so we don't have to treat receivables and inventory as unsecured anymore as banks and have to put up plenty capital against it. So therefore, it's coming together. We just need to get it out there to the small and medium enterprises.
As the commercial banker of the two keys, what's been taking you so long?
What's been taking us so long? Because as I said in the pre-interview, shifting the mindset of the ecosystem. Of the small and medium enterprises, because they must take responsibility also to get their numbers, open a bank account, run their revenues through a bank account so the banks can see that they have flows. On the banking side and on the credit union side and on the microfinance, they need to, with a product set called asset-based financing, they need these products because this is what works SMEs, based on operating cash flows. Not on financial statements. Your operating cash flows, when you can borrow against those operating cash flows, borrow against receivables, borrow against inventory, that's what we're talking about. Simple. But it takes a whole legal framework and infrastructure to do it, and that's why we want to work all of us together to get it in place.
Well, we're going to pick up that point in the next episode of Money Moves. I want to hear more about what these small businesses themselves can do to improve their chances of accessing finance. Well, that's it for this episode of Money Moves, brought to you in partnership with EXIM Bank's Business Advisory Service. You can find more information on their website, eximbankja.com. I'm Kalila Reynolds. See you next week.